I just went through it, man. I just smoked my whole L. I was ready to sing my song. And you see, I'm looking all disheveled and shit. Troubleshoot. Damn. Troubleshooting. Sheesh. That shit is stressing motherfucker out, man. That shit just beat me down and shit, man. I smoked my whole blunt. Look. Troubleshooting. Trying to get this motherfucker. Trying to update this shit. This you gotta have this new Chrome update to use this live stream of theirs, but we good. Trying to get right. Shout out to Baldini, New Jersey, my sponsor. Make sure y'all go check him out. He be all in here. I'll see him in a minute. But Kansas City, he said, free the Don Father. What up, what up, what up? Oh, man. Shoo-wee. All right, I'm starting to gain my enthusiasm again. Troubleshoot. Mic check 1 2 1 2. He said Trump 2024. I don't know if he gonna make it. I've been rooting for him low key. You know, I've spoken about Donald Trump on Instagram and on my live streams in the past. I don't know. I don't know if he gonna make it. I got notes. He said Trump is a Nazi. I don't know if they pursue Nazis the way they pursuing him. I shouldn't even be saying that type of word on my live stream. You know how they is. They're going to be sensitive to this whole shit. But we got to go into it because it's good. And it's juicy. And it makes sense now. It didn't make sense at first. I know y'all was in the dark, so I'm going to hold y'all hand. Shout out to the Pete. Shout out to the Nittich. I'm going to hold y'all hand and walk y'all through this. He said, I'm not a fan of Trump, but I can't stand Joe Biden. Dude is a POS. He said he's going to wiggle out of that. Man, he got 40 felonies, man, on this case. I'm waiting for, share it aloud. Wait for a few more people to come in here. Look like the notifications just now going out. Blackground TV, go to the website. He said, Trump from the cobblestone era. I don't know. I ain't never seen it like this. For a public official before, right? He said he got 90 felonies. Man, listen. Let me just go from the top. This is his fourth indictment. Donald Trump is indicted, man. This is his fourth indictment. This is his fourth active indictment. What in the fuck did he do to get in this situation? Oh my goodness. She said, the way I want to cut him in, Sandra, put in an appointment. He said, that nigga's still out here free. You know, he tries to lean on what's left of the Constitution. He keeps standing that he's always, he said they violating his constitutional rights. And bail is part of the Constitution. You got a right to bail, whatever. But, man, he said they throwing everything on Trump until something stick. Man, I don't know if I seen a criminal and a general criminal, not a political figure, a general criminal in trouble like this. He indicted 4 times. This is his 4th indictment. Now, Fannie Mae. Fannie. Fannie is going into the motherfucking record books. Period. Fannie's name is going to be spoken with in politics and justice or whatever. She's going to be spoken like Shirley Chisholm or some fucking body. She's on a tear. Nobody got this type of resume. Nobody got this type of resume, man. She indicted motherfuckers far and near. Entertainers, rappers, gang gang members, and now politicians. She says she's not to be fucked with. Fulton County is not to be fucked with. All right, now let me break this down into layman's terms so y'all understand what the fuck is going on. Y'all remember last week? It's probably been like 10 days. Remember when out of the blue, out of all things that's gonna come out of Donald Trump mouth was the district attorney in Atlanta had a relationship or was having sex with a leader of a gang. When he said that and they, associated with Fannie, that just blew the top off. That's like, oh my goodness, man. Now he's infiltrating hip hop, and he's just everywhere now, right? Boom. Old Trump, he knew that they was on his ass, man. Trump knew the heat was on. He knew they was up. That's why he started throwing darts. Now I want to know which one of you dirty black motherfuckers told him about the dude nut from the YSL case. Somebody had to fill him in. One of you Negroes had to fill him in. Listen, man, this shit is crazy. This is crazy. I had to get on here. This is crazy. Listen. He's indicted. Now in Atlanta. He indicted by Fannie. Fannie booked him in Atlanta, right? Boom. He got 18 co-defendants in Atlanta on this case. It's so much shit. I wrote all these notes. This shit is so juicy, man. I don't know where to begin, man. This shit is crazy, man. But I don't know how this story is going to end, man, because he gonna beat it, man. It ain't that goddamn much Teflon Don in the world, man. It ain't, man. Listen, this nigga need Matlock, Johnny Cochran, and a whole bunch of other gifted motherfuckers, man. He needs some favors. He done fucked up with somebody in the U.S. He done pissed these people off, man. The way the government in these different jurisdictions and states is going after him. It's just, I don't know whether it's a popularity contest or what. But man, this nigga's going to jail, man. Ain't gonna be no. Meanwhile, he's in New Hampshire and he's going on his political campaign for 2024. Like he's about to go. He's running for office again while all of this shit is going on. He's going to jail, man. He's going to jail. There's no way in hell he could beat all these charges. He's indicted 4 times, yo. He got a 34 count indictment in Manhattan for falsifying business records, right? Boom. That's serious. He got 2 other Fed cases in New York City. Being lodged against him by this other guy. I forget his name. He on a witch hunt. He had Trump ass, right? Boom. Now this shit in Atlanta with Fannie. We didn't know why he attacked her, why he started talking that crazy shit out of the blue. Why did he start talking about YSL and shit like that? Like that shit was crazy. He knew that they was on his ass. Now let's talk about why they was on his ass. Donald Trump felt that the election was loaded in Atlanta. He accused Atlanta of padding the stats for Biden. He wanted a recount. He raised some accusations on Atlanta. He said he's going to walk. He got 18 co-defendants. Everybody ain't going home. Somebody going to do some telling, man. He can't get out of all this goddamn trouble, man. He can't, man. Like, he can't get out of all this goddamn trouble, man. This is crazy. He said he a sovereign citizen. Man, he's going to fucking jail, man. He said maybe one day. Now, this is what he's saying. He's saying that they mad at him. He said they mad at me for my speculations for believing that they cheated in the election. He's saying that they cheated, right? He's saying that this is the new practice, that to beat your opponent in America, you need to indict him. He basically said that's the only way that they can contain him. He said that's the only way they can slow him up. He said that's the only way they can slow him up. He said that's the only way they can stop him from scoring, man. He basically saying, y'all know what it is with this election. Yo, he doing the same shit that New Jersey Weed Man did. He the underdog. He the underdog, man. He's converting people. There's no reason why you Negroes got anything against this motherfucker, right? So boom. One of his co-defendants on this case. One of his co-defendants on this case. Can y'all believe this? Y'all ready for this? One of his 18 co-defendants. One of the people he's supposed to be cheating with is none other than Rudy Lowe. Rudy Lowe. Rudolph Giuliani, the former mayor of New York City. I knew he was a scumbag. And I knew that they have to have a relationship because Rudy Lowe, yeah. They when Trump was in power in New York City, when he was in his prime, when he was running with Mike Tyson and them, when he was prime, when he was a big dog, right? When he had Trump Tower and all this shit. Rudy was the mayor. You feel me? You know, Trump probably greased his palm a little something like that. He said Rudy been terrorizing black people for 30 years. Yeah, that's why I wanted to announce that Rudy was indicted with his motherfucking ass. I had to share that with y'all. They finally got his rotten ass. They finally got him. But yeah, Rudy Lowe. I don't know what's gonna happen with all these goddamn felonies, man. He has to date. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? He got 90 felonies. He got 90 felonies. This nigga got a This motherfucker in trouble like a terrorist and shit. This motherfucker got 90 felonies. Hey, yo, how the fuck is you a politician and get 90 felonies? How can you run for public office with 90 felonies? How is this possible? He said he beaten all of them. How can he beat 90 fucking felonies? These is in different states. Man, yo. I had to get on here. This is some of the funniest shit I ever seen in life. Like, how is he run? Hey, yo. He said 90 felonies. That's absolutely unheard of. This nigga got a Taliban case. Yo. How the fuck did he get in this situation without assaulting anybody or firing a shot? Like, just from shit. Yo, this is crazy as fuck, right? Boom. He's saying that it's a witch hunt because of this shit with Biden. He said the state of Atlanta, the people in power in Atlanta and Fulton County is upset with him and pursuing him because of what he said about what happened in Georgia. Fannie's down there. He's saying she's basically protecting Biden with intentions of, moving up the ladder. She's gonna move up career-wise for all of these bodies that she's accumulating. She's accumulating fucking bodies. Like, this is record break. This is. He said the real gangsters wearing suits and ties. You've already 90 felonies. Madoff didn't have 90 felonies. I don't think he had 90 felonies. He didn't even take nothing from nobody. He ain't even. The falsifying business records. I don't know about that. Like that right there can be proven one way or another and shit. So he said pure corruption, Gully. Trump is the Tupac of politics. You gotta get that interview with old boy. He's an original gangster. Teflon Trump. He's I want to know which one of y'all told him about the nigga Nut from Atlanta in the YSL case. Who the fuck would plant that thought in his mind that she was having sex with that dude? And I want to know, is it true? I want to know where it came from. I want to know where it came from. He said he has great lawyers. He said 90 and 0 versus the feds is crazy. Exactly. 90 and 0 versus the feds. Come on, man. He said he tweeted, speaking of Twitter, Twitter is no longer called Twitter anymore. I found this out today. Y'all didn't tell me this. Y'all didn't tell me that Twitter changed the name. It's not called Twitter anymore. It's called X. It's yeah, it's called X. What y'all think about that? That's a statement. That's a statement in itself. X. Y'all like the videos for 100 people here. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Now we got reason behind Donald Trump's, outburst on Fannie Willis last week. He knew this impending indictment. He knew they was coming for him. He said Elon X. Feds winning the new record labels. His lawyers are clowns. He can't get a great lawyer. Some of his lawyers were indicted also. They don't want Biden to have to debate Trump. Nah, he can't take him in no debate. He'll bully him around on stage. He said Trump got real business friends that run the country. 90 felonies in public, walking from 90 felonies in public. Do you know they put Martha Stewart in the fucking penitentiary? She ain't had 90 fucking felonies. All it takes is a few to put your ass down and shit. He gotta go to fucking jail. 90. I'm not wishing it on him, but I ain't never seen a motherfucker in this my goddamn much trouble. Goddamn it. Like without no I don't know, personal victims. I guess when you're public in public office, your victims is the general public. He said this is why they own their ass. He said he will not win in Black Mecca. Trust me. What y'all got against him? Why wouldn't you vote for Donald Trump? He got my vote just for showing his ass like this, just for doing all this shit. He got my vote, and I don't even vote. I voted for Barack Obama, and that was about it. But Trump, I vote for Trump. Ain't no telling what he gonna do. Donald in black and white stripes with the orange jumper is crazy. He connected his family tree, his bloodline. He up there. Y'all clearly ain't never been in trouble with the law. A felony is the worst fucking charge you can get and shit. He got 90 of them. He got 90 fucking cases. He said, would you vote for Donald? Yeah, why not? Who else is there to vote for? Who else is there to vote for? People tried to mainly it came from the media. All of a sudden, Donald Trump became this great racist and shit. Where did that shit come from? Joe Mule, my man. Appreciate your super chat. Go check out that video I did on Cool C and Steady B. Y'all gonna like that. He said he gonna win the. He said Trump in the Central Park Five. That's one reason. Every time we start talking about Donald Trump and the racism shit, y'all bring up the Central Park Five. Don't you know He viewed them niggas no different than anybody that look at him viewed them niggas. Some shit that happened after dark, crime. Look at them niggas. Yeah, yeah, they did it. What did he say that was so damaging? He said Biden racist. Everybody thought they did it. So his opinion on the Central Park Five, y'all come to the conclusion that he racist. Let me remind y'all something. Didn't the Central Park Five confess to that shit? He said they should be murdered. Didn't they confess to it? Did they confess to it? He said he's very racist. Did they confess to that shit? He said under duress. He said there's plenty of forced confessions. We understand that. He said, Gully, come on, man. Let me get this part right. I believe they said that one of them was kind of slow, right? But if we out after dark, I would come to the conclusion that we all feel that we tough or we can fend for ourselves. We out after dark. We out in the dark. We mixing this shit, right? If you got that same bravado to be out in the dark in the park in New York City after dark, I don't understand why you couldn't take that same bravado into interrogation. I don't understand that part. I just didn't understand that part. I didn't. But that's neither here nor there. What he said about them was his opinion, and y'all feel that he's the grand wizard because of it. Got it. He said blacks are quick to support someone like Trump, even though he would bring black hangings if he could. Niggas been fucking with Trump. This didn't just start. That's what got me all cloudy. Niggas been fucking with Trump. They got a video on YouTube, a compilation of everybody that said something about Donald Trump on a rap song from the 90s, from the 80s all through the 90s. They do. Niggas is taking pictures with Trump. Niggas is hanging out with Trump. Niggas thought Trump was cool. Niggas named themselves after Trump rappers. So where did all of this come from? Where did this come from? I just don't understand where it came from. He said they talk about Trump's money. Right. He had a cameo in the Home Alone 2 joint because niggas knew he was a crook and street people love crooks. I get that part. I think that's a fair diagnosis on that whole situation. I think that's fair to say. He said Eric B was close with Trump. Trump did more for black people than Obama did. Trump pretended. Didn't Donald Trump let Lou Hobbs and a whole bunch of other niggas out before he got out of office? Didn't he pardon a bunch of niggas and shit? Didn't he? That was that right. That whole pardon shit, that's some new shit. That's some new shit. All the presidents before him wouldn't let no goddamn drug kingpins out of jail. They wouldn't. Them niggas that had life served them life sentences through several presidencies. Presidents went in and out of office and shit, and them niggas were serving them life sentences. You let them niggas out of jail, y'all still got an issue with him. He said, "Nah, Obama pardoned kingpins too." He said, "Shit, the presidents before him was responsible for this shit." Squab Cook says he pardoned more black people than Obama. The First Step Act. He says some of them niggas should have stayed in jail. Fulton County is on fire. I don't know how Fannie and her staff can manage all of these goddamn cases and shit, all of these indictments and shit. I ain't never seen a motherfucking prosecutor with all these goddamn indictments on their current plate. She got a line of motherfuckers, line of famous motherfuckers. She got a whole line of famous motherfuckers to prosecute. He says she trying to make history. Shit, she done made history already. It's gonna be some other motherfuckers get arrested too, but she done made history already. Said Miss Willis on their ass. How did those other folks besides Trump walk backwards into a RICO thing? I don't know if Trump, I don't know if he got a RICO case. I don't know if the case is RICO and he got a federal case. The case in Fulton County, that's obviously like a state case. He in trouble with Georgia. My man said I made the most money when Trump was in office. That's a fact. Y'all bugging. He said, yeah, he got a RICO charge. He got a state RICO charge. She's just RICOing every motherfucking body. Lynn Bias said Fannie will be in prison before Trump. Trump was the best thing. Giuliani got hit with the RICO. That irony. The irony. Majestic said black people always pick the wrong side. I believe black people had already decided that they were fond of Donald Trump in the 80s when he was running around with Mike Tyson and Don King in that crowd. Did he? They said he created the RICO. Rudy Giuliani created the RICO statute. Yeah, I didn't think that was right. Do some research on Fannie Willis' dad, who was a federal op, targeted Black Panthers and other. Oh man. He pardoned those people because they paid him millions. Remember, anybody that's a business owner would want Trump in office, you make more money. He pardoned those because they paid him millions. Do you remember Kodak Black? He first offered Trump $2 million if Trump pardoned him. Then he said he would give it to charity. Trump took it. The charity didn't. Y'all think he was really selling pardons for cash money? That's groovy as a motherfucker. That's third world corruption. We need some good corruption. We need shit. He said, fuck yeah, he was. That nigga took payola, huh? That's some shit right there. I know them niggas that's been in jail doing them life sentences been waiting for some shit like that. You need to connect to put the money in his hand, though. He said, nigga, he was giving PPP out left and right. I regret not getting none of that money. I think about that shit every day. I do. I think about it every day. I was spooked. I'm serious. Biden out here with dementia looking like Leatherface. Trump used the government as a person bank for him and his buddies. Rudy was the prosecutor who went after the mafia, but he didn't invent it. Karma. I don't know if Giuliani going to jail. If you look at the party, they move everything. They changed the landscape, but Trump wanted to improve the life of America, and they didn't see it. He said, "Stop capping for Trump." I'm just reading the comments. I've always been favorable in my narrative about him. I never knew why motherfuckers had nothing against him. If he keep up all this wild shit, I'm entertained. I got a vote. I got suffrage. I'm an American citizen. I can. He said PPP loan. That money wasn't nothing. Whichever one of them motherfuckers put all them bum niggas in them Benzes and Beamers, that one. That one. That was the good one. Niggas was running around here talking about weeklies and shit like that. I was listening. I was in a loop. I just wasn't taking no weeklies. He said Trump got more felonies than Bin Laden. Yeah, I said that. He said he lied. Niggas is getting 40K to 100K, 40 to 100K off that PPP. He said you dodged a bullet. Them dudes got indicted federal. I ain't seen too many niggas go to jail. Seen more niggas go to jail for drugs than this PPP scam shit. Think they got away with that one. If they even have to pay restitution, they still got away with it. They still got away with it. He said Joe Biden hate that shit. A lot of people got caught up. I ain't seen nobody get caught up yet, man. Same niggas that was driving them cars 2 summers ago, the ones that could pay for maintenance, they still got them. He said, I know a lot of people caught case saw the PPP. I ain't seen it. He said, Trump is one of us. Republicans give jobs and money. I believe that it's well known that we started out as Republicans. Blacks was Republicans to begin with. Fannie is a good friend with Big Nut Mom. YSL and Lugia's payback for Nut murder. Her boo. I don't believe that shit. That ain't been confirmed yet. That story would be on fire. He said they stopped chasing for that PPP money as long as you did it right. Y'all share this live, man. 600 people here. God damn, like the video, man. Y'all lazy as fuck, man. Ain't nobody talking about this in Black America. Don't nobody care. But I find it amusing. This motherfucker got four Fed cases in three different jurisdictions. I think four. No, the 3 different jurisdictions. 90 felony charges, and still he's on his campaign. He just was in New Hampshire speaking 2 days ago. He said 3 fed and 1 state. Yeah, the RICO joined the state. He said it was niggas that was walking, them niggas on semi trucks now. Said they gonna make an example out of Trump. A lot of people seem to think that he ain't going to jail. 90 felonies to go 90 and 0. They put Martha Stewart in jail for much less than this. So he said Trump ain't going to jail, bucko. Chicago fired over 100 employees for PPP scams. Fuck getting fired, man. If you stole enough, we can start from the ground up. I snoozed on that little. I snoozed on that. It's gonna be some more. It's gonna be some more. He said Trump ain't going to jail, man. He not going to jail. Y'all seem to think this motherfucker's Teflon, huh? Y'all believe in this shit, huh? They didn't put motherfuckers in jail with way more money than him. He said, do you think Fannie really did that shit? I want to know where he got that information from. Obviously, I believe somebody black told him, but that's some outlandish shit to say. He said the ERC is out here, people racking up with that. People treating Trump like he's his own political party. You get Trump all the white robes and nooses that come along with it. Mississippi, man, come on now. Y'all seem to think he gonna walk, huh? What cities is up here that seem to think that Donald Trump is gonna walk? He got he got a 34, he got a 34 count case in Manhattan, Newark, Philly, New Jersey, New York City. What up? DC, New York, Irvington, Florida, Chi-Town, Boston, Gary. Make sure y'all subscribe as y'all coming in. Chirac, hit the like button. Speaking of Chirac, I don't want to keep talking about it, man, but it's juicy. It's juicy. The story is juicy. The murder of FBG Doug. The murder of FBG Doug. Man, I went and looked into this shit further last night, all last night. Do y'all know them niggas hopped in them cars in the great city of Chicago, Illinois, and was running fucking lights all the way to that motherfucking murder? Do y'all know these niggas is running lights? Y'all know as you running the fucking lights, the motherfucking cameras on the corners is snapping pictures of your ass the whole way, every block. Riding down the street like the flashes is going off as they ride down the street. License plate, front of the car, all the way to the murder. All the way to the murder. It ain't that goddamn much motherfucking. It ain't that much motherfucking lawyer bounty on a nigga head in the world. It ain't. Whoever put money on them, if it was a money situation, if it was a contract situation, the nigga that sent them niggas to do that, he gotta feel like a piece of shit. He sent every last one of them poor, dumb, crazy motherfuckers to the fucking penitentiary from now on, and he's gonna continue his life. That's crazy as hell. That's crazy as hell, man. Like, that's crazy. For some chains and like 5 or 10 apiece. This is crazy as fuck, yo. This is crazy. He said, we know who sent them. Man. Do you know when they give your ass a life sentence, man, you in your 20s, man, you there from now the fuck on. Do you know when you 23 and 20, you 21, 23, 19, and shit, like, when they give your ass a life sentence, that's from now the fuck on. Meaning, when they already been arrested, they booked. You ain't gonna never get no pussy again. Chances are. You're gonna get a chance to watch your babies get mustaches and your daughters become pregnant. You're gonna get a chance to see all your aunts, relatives, even your parents and shit pass away. You're gonna get to see them age. Because you watching them. You're going to get to see them age and die off. And your whole support system, everybody, everything that you was riding for, the gang shit that y'all be talking online and in the comments and shit like that, that shit gonna be over for decades. That shit gonna be over, decades over. And you gonna still be in somebody's fucking penitentiary trying to figure out how the fuck you gonna keep your cable TV on and how you gonna get some money to eat. You're gonna be trying, that's gonna be a worry of yours. Trying to figure out how to get bags of commissary so you don't starve to fucking death in that motherfucker. I feel sorry for them niggas. Well, they did something to earn it, but just being misguided and poor and shit. Like, poverty breeds desperation. Regular people don't do that shit. You can't convince a regular person from a different walk of life. You can't convince them to kill a motherfucker for a couple thousand a couple thousand. They gonna look at you like you crazy as hell. They gonna like, what, man? Is you crazy? Just a few, probably a 20, 30 minute drive from where them niggas live at. 30 minute drive from where them old block niggas live at is a world where you can't even convince a motherfucker to do no space shit like that. They be looking at you like yeah, you joking, right? And you dead serious. That shit don't even exist outside them, 20, 30, hundreds, the wild hundreds, whatever, blocks, them city blocks. Outside of that, that ain't even nobody reality. You can't even trick a person into throwing away their life like that. You can't. But a person who's starving to death, who ain't got nothing to eat at night, who bummy and shit like that, man. He said, I wouldn't do it for $1 million. He said, I'm a free square. He said, Chicago dudes seem like they YouTubers beefing with each other. That's kind of like how the way it appear now. He said, that's the story of most of the country. Poor people, easy to influence. People that live by Wrigley Field, not living that trife life. Damn. They killed. They got all the evidence to put them niggas. He said they need Jesus. Jesus can't help them. Jesus can't help them. Jehovah, Allah. Them niggas need some shit to happen. Like they need the courthouse and the forensic building to blow up, to explode. When you in trouble, you be thinking about shit like that, hoping shit like that happen. Man, I wish the DA office catch fire and shit like that. That'd be your only escape from torture. Imagining some shit like that. Yep. He said Chicago's been stacking the bodies since the 80s. He said blame the parents. Man, got to make better decisions and shit. A person is trying to kill somebody or killing somebody in this day and age, you rolling the dice. We watch First 48. We see what type of science these motherfuckers working with. When you kill a motherfucker, you trying to defy so much shit. Science, the law of average, just is so much shit against you, man. They only just gotta catch you a little bit to send your ass away forever. It's fucked up. He said you can't put a sitting president in jail. Is that his you can go to the website and get this, Army Fatigue. Is that his objective, to become president? You can't incarcerate him? Wow. Is that the truth? You can't incarcerate a president, an active president. He can't be incarcerated. He said, yeah, that's true. I don't know about that. When you fuck up and you the president, ain't that called being impeached? Ain't that called being impeached? He said, yeah, acting president has criminal immunity. Wow. He gonna keep that shit out of court until he get elected. He rolling the dice. That right there, that's he rolling the dice. He rolling the dice. He gonna get elected, and they ain't gonna be able to touch him. That's some live nigga shit right there. That's some live nigga shit. That John Gotti wasn't a Teflon Don. It's this motherfucker here. It's this motherfucker here. This a bad motherfucker right here, yo. Some people just be born with the goods and shit, that it factor, that Michael Jordan shit. People, we've been talking about him since we was little kids. He's been a hot topic his whole life. He's born with some gifts. Just one of them niggas, man. He said he playing the delay game until election day. Shay said, I'm cheering on Zaddy. That's corny. I could care less what happens in the White House, but this I know. Donald Trump don't feel any different about you and me than your high school teacher did. I believe that. Than your high school principal did. If you had, you know what I'm getting at. He said Trump's a gangster. He's a wild dude, man. He said it's true. If he become president again, all those charges go away. Can't nobody beat him in an election right now. Can't nobody beat him in an election right now. He's too popular. He's too popular. It ain't nothing that these politicians can come along and say that can attract people to them over Donald Trump right now. Can't do it. It's gonna be a whole year before he go to court. He said Trump is a business. He does whatever are you voting for Trump? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Who y'all voting for? I don't even know who he running against. I know the other guy can't say nothing slick. What the fuck? It ain't gonna directly affect me. I ain't even getting no PPP money. I ain't getting none of that Trump money. I got it selling merchandise. PA Knits. The PA Knit dynasty came into play during the COVID crisis. The ingenuity. These called Rollos and shit. Crack. Make sure y'all go to the website, therealdribble.com. Put this up here and get us some play in 1 minute. People vote when them bad school administrators get in the school. Did you make them? Get from the ground up. Everything. Birthed in Pennsylvania. Hold on. See? PA Knit. Can you dig it? If you don't see that gold buckle, it ain't official. He said, I need an olive one. Website. I got all the colors. He said, no president has ever stopped me from getting money. That's what I'm getting like, man. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. Man, I'm gonna eat regardless. I didn't do no PPP either, but that unemployment money was smacking. I ain't get none of that fucking damn. Fuck my pen up. You know I'm mad. I ain't get none of that money though. I didn't. He said he can't beat Biden in the national election. Why can't he? He said he needed people that could help him steal Pennsylvania and Michigan. Why can't he? My man says salute, I'm voting for Trump. Y'all like the video? 700 people here, man. Like the video, man. Y'all so lazy, man. I don't beg y'all for money. I ain't never posted my Cash App. I don't travel the world, man, giving y'all dope hip hop from the underground, man, sports and fashion, man. All I ask is that you tell me that you like my shit. Like the video. Can you dig it? Trump is the only president who went against the 1% to help the unfortunate. Trump is going to cancel student loans, bring back jobs. That's all. All that shit sound good. Sound good. Biden has absolutely nothing to run on. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. Trump was going to cancel student loans, bring back jobs to the USA, but niggas don't read. Yeah, they said he racist. They think he feel any different. Everybody is pro their race. The Puerto Ricans is pro-Rican. The niggas that look like me is pro-me. White people is pro-white. The Asian community is pro-Asian. Everybody is. So what's understood ain't have to be explained. All we got to do is just respect each other and shit like that. But everybody is for the betterment of them. The reason why I said me, because I'm starting to understand that we don't got no motherfucking culture. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I was talking to Curtis Schoon, right? And I told him that hip hop was our culture. And he was like, nah, brother. He was like, hip hop can't be our culture. He said, because culture don't change and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hip hop constantly changing, you know, culture is culture and shit. So I'm like, word. But we don't got no culture and shit. That's crazy as fuck. He said we do. Explain. Because listen, Jamaicans are from Jamaica. Chinese are from China. Asians are from Asia. Where the fuck is we from? We from slave plantations in America. We Americans, I imagine. Attain knowledge of self, man, and find your roots, man. But we don't have a common food that we eat. We don't have a common food that we eat. See? Thank you, Don Corleone. You beat me to it, man. Before I got there, you beat me to it. Thank you. Soul food is not our culture. Them other cultures that I named, they got their own foods and shit and dishes and shit like that. Soul food is not our culture, yo. That's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's something that we I guess we had to eat if we couldn't afford anything else. But once you get in tune with knowledge of self, you know that ain't correct. He says soul food is slave food if you think about it. It is slave food. He said, we from here, my God, the earth is our turf. That's how I feel about it, Nuclear Dad. That's where I'm at with it and shit. Soul food is not culture. It's not. Culture changes, even a tradition morphs and switches and twists all around the time. When you say culture changes, you mean to tell me that the customs of Rastafarians, the Rastas and shit, it's changed over time? You mean to tell me that them niggas still ain't running around here talking about they don't eat pussy, and they eat everything natural. They smoke. They won't pass you. They blunt. They spliffs and shit. They roll the frontal leaf and shit like that. You mean to tell me that's changed? It hasn't. It hasn't. He said Rasta is religion more than a culture, but that's the natural way of life for Jamaicans. He said Rasta comes from Ethiopia. He said soul food got all the health groups covered. The reason why Human Strong, no, it ain't. This is a reason why everybody got motherfucking high blood pressure and high blood pressure and cancer. I I came to that conclusion some years ago. Cancer is a disease that kills everybody. It ain't really prejudice and shit, but I believe, just from what I've seen, I believe it killed more black people. I do believe that. And the only thing that it could be is the diet. Straight like that. It can't be nothing else. It can't. He said soul food is the nice way to say slave food. That shit tastes good, but he said soul food is killing us. It ain't no live material in it. There's nothing on a plate that you would call soul food live. Salad ain't soul food. Any vegetables you gonna get, they gonna be cooked to death. Greens, broccoli, all nutrients cooked the fuck up out of them. So you're not gonna get no benefits. He said the rich eat the same shit. No, they don't. The rich can afford Whole Foods. They getting hip. They getting hip. He said cancer comes from the kids aisle, the dairy. I agree with some of that. I got that from What the Health. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for coming through. Donald Trump, he got 4 live cases, 3 federal and 1 state. He got a total of 90 fucking felony charges. And his co-defendant, he got 18 co-defendants in Atlanta indicted by Fannie Willis, the famous Fannie Willis. And one of his co-defendants is none other than Rudy Giuliani. Ain't that a bitch? Payroll, man, I be seeing you on the move, my nigga. Your travel schedule, it's affected our relationship in recent years. You be on the move, man, living it up, man. See you got back in shape and shit like that, man. Peace to you and yours. Payroll, who you voting for? Donald Trump got 90 fucking cases, man. He got 90 fucking felonies and shit. People in here seem to think that he's gonna walk away untouched. How is this possible? He said they ain't touching the Teflon Don. He said the meat they buy is the same shit. My pops is the chef. He cooked the same shit, man. No, it's not. Hard to hit a moving target, no doubt. No, it's not. You can't tell me that the fucking meat in Houston's and all of that type of shit, Ruth Chris, tastes the same as Ponderosa. You can't tell me. You can't tell me that. Can't. You can't. You said it's the same shit. It's not. People with money buy higher quality everything. He said, my mother said they was gonna grab his ass. I thought they was tripping. Rich people shop at Whole Foods. They do. And they live closer to grocery stores. The inner city, the hoods have what's called uh, grocery store deserts and shit. He said, man, he don't know food. Nah, it's a difference. He said the same grocery stores as us. No, they don't. You ain't never been in no rich folks grocery store. I'm about to get out of here in a minute. I'm gonna leave you with some. I'm gonna leave one with you. They are rich folks grocery stores. I happen to frequent one. It's called Wegmans. Have you ever been to Wegmans? That's a rich folks grocery store. It is. I love it. It's the greatest experience. If you haven't been in there, it's probably, if you in the South, Publix is kind of similar, but it ain't fucking with Wegmans. Wegmans in a class by itself. Straight up. It is. And it don't get no better than Wegmans, man. Wegmans got umbrellas. He said, hell no, it's not the same. It ain't. He said, I'm always in Wegmans. Me too. Me too. He said, the grape stare tastes like cotton candy. He said, what they got in the meat section? They got every fucking thing. Everything. He said Hunter Biden had a pistol and they trying to let him walk, trying to lock Trump over some file paper. He said Wegmans better than Whole Foods. Wegmans is like a Whole Foods. It's basically the same shit. If I was to compare the two, you gotta go with Wegmans. You gotta go with Wegmans. You can get medicines and minerals and shit like that. Get all that shit in Wegmans, yo. And inside Wegmans, they're gonna have sections of the motherfucker that's Whole Foods type shit. So he said Weiss is better. He said like Trader Joe's. Man, Wegmans is that shit. He said the Cab Farmers Market. You can't compare Wegmans to a farmer's market, but I'm just saying. He said Wegmans is very expensive. The good shit is expensive. The good shit is expensive. Bro, they already said they can't afford to have him jailed. The Secret Service can't handle it. I don't know about that. Anyway, I'm up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I was here for an hour. Donald Trump, Fannie. We know what they beef was about. We know why he fired off on her. He knew that she was coming to arrest his ass today on a 40 felony case. A 40 felony case, state RICO indictment in Fulton County. Fulton County on fire. On fire. And stay tuned. I'm up out of here, man. Shout out to Baldini, my sponsor. Make sure y'all go to the website, get y'all PA knit, therealdribble.com. I'm up out of here. Instagram, I am Gully TV _ Peace. Wegmans.